it's not always easy to keep alive the history for our kids. Yeah, they celebrate the Seder with us, and we all make fun and try to bring life to this history. We also spend here in Israel the week spending our time in the land and connecting. I can tell you that for me, with my kids, we made our way down to Kadesh Barnea, which is the modern city, modern moshav, that was built just across the border from Egypt, from where the original town Kadesh Barnea was. This was where the Israelites were situated for 38 of their 40 years in the desert. And what an amazing opportunity, not only to be there in the desert and to help my kids understand, what does it mean when we say, pretend as if you too were freed? There are so many metaphorical ways we can interpret this. We are all still living in an Egypt of our own, some in the diaspora, some here in Israel. Everybody has this idea of what they won't leave behind, this type of being bound in a slavery style to a culture or a society or an identity that maybe isn't rooted in who we truly are, the nation of Israel. So when I take my kids on the desert, I do it with my very creative traveling style, something I'd be happy to teach anybody who's looking to learn. And we made our way then across the desert to Arad, which is the home of Tel Arad, an ancient town. And then we made our way all the way down to the Dead Sea and dipped ourselves in the salty waters that are healing and miraculous, before we then drove right alongside Jericho and made our way towards Yerushalayim. You know, many people don't realize that actually for years and years and years, making the pilgrimage to Jerusalem for Passover was the common pastime. People came from near and from far. This is a holiday we have celebrated for over 3,000 years. Who are we to forsake that beautiful story and destiny that we inherit and can pass on? Do it in creative ways, even if you're far away. There are so many unique ways that you can bring it into the fabric of your life. If you're ever looking for ideas, you're welcome to turn to the website that we have created and provided for you as a virtual platform, israelforever.org. You can search, you can find ways that you can keep this history going through good conversations, interesting activities, crafts, because Passover may have ended, but our heritage continues, and the path to independence is carried on through us. So join us not only throughout the holidays, but also the days of note that are coming up. Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Memorial Day, Yom HaZikaron, Israel's Memorial Day for our fallen soldiers and those who fell in terror attacks. This year is going to be very, very intense and powerful. And of course, Yom HaAtzmaut, the day that we celebrate Israel's independence as it was declared according to the Jewish calendar. And we want you to be a part also of Declaration Day, doing something, anything original on May 14th to mark this day, and to little by little help this day become a day of awareness for the history that took place on May 14th in 1948, when the Jewish people were rightly given independence in our ancestral home. So what began at Kadesh Barnea continues, and what began at Passover continues through us. So be a part of it, and that's why we are here to inspire you every day in every way.